Yo, what is good, my anime faithful? What is good, yo? Ah, this show has been very, very long coming, and these is a very, very beautiful time to love anime in the overall sense of just how long of a run this show gets in the overall case of just like not 12 episodes, not 13 episodes, and then maybe 12 episodes with a huge break in between, but then you get, the season, the second part later. No, they wanted you to get the full package here, now, and that was it. So props to them for going all out like that. There's not a lot of companies that do it anymore. I mean, for instance, there's shows that just call for that type of pasting or that type of uh, seasons because there's not much content to work with. And seeing how this is a remastered version, or some people told me that there's even some content in here that wasn't in the original, so it's almost like a remake at some points. So depending on how everything plays out, and I haven't really been touching too much on like whether it is a remaster or a remake and stuff like that, simply because even the people that I have talked to who have watched it can't really see uh, if they're going to actually do the full-on normal story, or if they might add in uh, their little bits of changes. So I really love that aspect. People have been really going in on the old show so much to the point that because I go and watch other people's like overall just reviews of stuff. They those because I watched like one, it had every like clip and stuff from the old school anime popping up because I bet people are just going and watching it and trying to compare. So absolutely cool. um, and I hope that more shows get this treatment as well. But with that being said, we get to see our main boy with his arms completely destroyed now. I think they're just slowly breaking down the character, um, pun intended, because not only did they literally hit both of his arms that were already cracking and stuff from trying to save Dororo from the waterfall, we then get to see just what it looks like when something with a lot of completely like exploded from the pressure or from the force. So yeah, it looks like those are gone. And as we know from the man who was crafting him limbs, he wants no part of making him new ones because of how he's gave him those to go out and pretty much wreak any havoc that he can to get his own body back. I was gonna say baddie. So it's really a dark, dark place for all the characters who are in this show, just in the overall sense of like they they are just they're stuck in a world where there's demons and all this stuff, but not to mention the people who actually sold their child to those demons are being haunted by that same child. So they're getting exactly what they deserve, which is awesome. Being hunted down by someone who deserves better, and hopefully he gets better this time around. So I don't know. It's truly scary to see what people are capable of when they're desperate. And what we see this week from a desperate team is that they were trying so hard to get the kill that they really left themselves open, and they spread up far too apart during the battle. So what happens? He gets openings and easily chips away at your whole team until he gets to the person he actually wanted to fight in the first place. And my God, did he destroy these two people? I got a bad feeling they're going to turn into some ridiculous demon now because, for instance, look at the guy who lost his arms over with the sharks and stuff. It always seems like they have something like that um, capable in the back. Like they could just easily pull that out and be like, okay. And then, oh, Vegeta, you always ruining my perfects, man. Um, they can easily kind of just put out what they want overall in that case because either these guys are going to somehow try to still fight, right? They're gonna try to still fight for by the side of him. They're supposed to be his right and left arm or something along those lines. And to think that they lost both of their arms, ironically enough, what are they gonna do with just one hand or one arm? You know, and we've seen that the statue has been a pretty big prevalent thing that they keep going back to. Like they keep taking us there and showing us that um, whatever our main character has been doing to everybody, that has been affecting all of the statues, right? But for some reason, a new mysterious, like, stronger, bigger blue aura is popping up. So it's like the last of the last, I'm believing. The one that probably made the deal in the first place and just spread the love to his other demons, let the hood play. But overall, you Trunksy little monkey. Overall, episode was fire. I really, really loved the fact that they're kind of pulling us, our two main characters, away from each other the closer they get to this goal, seemingly, because now it's getting personal with, the family and stuff. And I don't think Diorio knew what he was getting himself into. I think she had a feeling she understood, but the gravity of it all is finally weighing on her, and she really is kind of pulling away. I mean, every fight he gets into, she's either crying or about to cry because of thinking of what he could become once he actually gets his full body. And I was, like I keep saying, I was completely wrong probably about him. If he gets his full body and he's not fighting as much, but he could probably still fight as good, if not better, with his full body. So it seems like all of the stuff that he's learned is embedded into his mind so well that he can incorporate it with any of his limbs that he's newly got on the fly sometimes. So I can't wait to see what they do, man. This show is so great, and to think that everybody who's already seen it is getting this beautiful animation and redid story is it's pretty sick. So I hope all of you have an awesome day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say about this series, like this season as a whole, like everything, or just whatever you enjoyed this week, or even just the fact that if you've seen the old one, how does the new one make you feel? Because I haven't seen the old one yet, and I promised some people way back when I did like episode 4 or 5 or even earlier than that that I would go check it out and maybe even read the manga. So I still owe it to those people to try to see the comparison, and I can't wait to see what you guys think. So with all that being said, I hope you guys have an awesome one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get a lot more videos out. I have one on standby that I can already put out, so I think I'll just drop that, and then after I drop it, put this one out, and that'll be it. So I really appreciate you guys. We keep going up and down in subs. I don't really mind at this point. I got my core base of people that I can talk to at any time, and that's really what this channel and community's for. Sure, I want it to be bigger for more people to come in and add to the conversations, but at the same time, if we can keep it any way that shape or form fun for all of us to be able to talk and just chill and have a good time, that's all this was for. Or at least this is what we are going to continue to grow it to be. So thank you so much for joining this, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. With that, peace.